Welcome to Go Cross Day 1, the first UCI race of the North American cyclocross calendar. We're going to go ahead and jump in with Zoe's race here. How many starters do you have?
24.
24 starters. Pretty hilly start. So let's see how those first few corners went. Tell me about it.
Yeah, start was good. Found the pedal. Just trying to move up, going up the hill. Figured it was gonna sort of split up there. Yeah, so here I was kind of in the. We were still all together at that point, but it was definitely spreading out. This was a split formed. Yep, pretty much right there. I tried to go around, I think, Paige, to get on the back of that group, and I don't think I quite made it. Uh, yeah,
Oh, yeah, around that corner there.
messed up that one
Yeah,
pretty nice. And
dab a little bit.
yeah, no, I didn't have to put a foot down. I just kind of like
Lost some momentum. Yeah.
yeah, and so they were riding away at that point, and I
This
was
this corner here, you took that high line. You could
because everybody else was on the low line. Actually, it worked super well. I just kind of like slid right in
you did gain a
and
position.
did not mean to do that, but it worked.
How did it feel as far as
That was
speed?
the first time I had taken that line because I had only ridden the low line the day before. So I was like, wow, maybe I should have practiced this, but it actually worked. So
In the pits, we were all pretty surprised to see somebody trying that, but yeah, it did work out. Okay, we're like 2 laps in here. You're on the front of this little.
chase pack, yeah, trying to kind of bring back the front group. And I think mentally just like not having someone in front of me close enough that I could catch was very tiring. Just kind of like pushing the pace. It was also, I think, a lot hotter than I expected it to be.
Yeah, you were sitting 6th place there, so you're still
Yeah,
on the front of this group, and yeah, I mean, it hasn't cooled down at all, but
I
what are you trying to do here? Like, are you going all out to try and catch that
yeah,
group?
I'm just trying to catch that group because every time I would pass somebody that knew me or that I knew, they'd be like, "They're right up there. You're gonna catch them. Keep this up. You're gonna catch them." And like I think I heard Robert Marion at one point like, "Fifth place is coming back to you." So I was like full gas trying to bring them back, and yeah, I think here's where I started to pay for that a lot. This group that was behind me kind of came around me, and I tried to hold on to the back of them. Oh, this is about to be a disaster. I think this is. Oh, well, you didn't see it. She went into the pit and came out, and I like chopped her super hard into that corner and lost it. Yeah, that was a rough turn for me. I never got that turn right.
I heard that turn was hard for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, we kind of saw you getting a little heat fatigued at this point,
Yeah,
so
I got super heat fatigue.
ran over to that side of the course to try and cool you down maybe a little bit,
The
trying to get the
splashing
water.
helped a lot. Yeah, I think it was probably pretty obvious that I was hurting at that point. I think I passed Bo at one point. He's like, "You're okay, Zoe. You're okay." I was like, I don't know if John told him to say that, but I purposefully talked over them.
Yeah, so at that part we changed bikes to get a water hand up, and then this is a little
God,
later in the
that
race
was
that over that flyover, definitely fading a little bit. All those little features start to get
fading
harder.
hard. The barriers seemed like the most draining thing every single time I had to go over them from like halfway through on. It was just like, oh, I have to jump.
So have you dropped out of that chase group yet, or I guess this is still
This is another group that passed me. So there was like three people that came around me that were sort of like with me when we were trying to catch the front group, and then this is like people who were further back have now caught and passed me.
nice.
I am crawling down that hill. Wow, that is excellent.
So you're solo at this point, pretty
Yeah,
tired,
pretty tired.
no lines to follow from other racers.
No,
It's
I
like
knew that there was, yeah, that person behind me, so I was just kind of trying to like not let a person pass me at that point.
so how'd the race end up? Your like last lap, you're just solo, rolled it in for
Yeah.
12.
Oh, didn't, yeah, 12th. Yeah, yeah. Just hanging on for dear life.
First time burning out in a cross race,
Yeah,
certainly.
never. I'm usually a like gain speed as I go throughout the race. I've never gone backwards in a race, so that was an
A
experience
hot
for
go
sure.
cross is a good one to do it at. Results for the women's race were Maglie Rochette taking the win, Caroline Monty in second, and Raylan Nuss in third. All right, diving in the men's race with Cade Bickmore here. Give us a start. How'd it go?
Yeah, I was lined up pretty far back. Uh, I was, I think, fourth to last call up, so the lottery didn't serve me well today. So I had a lot of ground to make up, and the guy 2 rows in front of me in my lane missed his pedal on the start, so I was really fighting from the back from the beginning. But I made some pretty good progress, even just on this hill on the first lap. I think I was already at least 10 riders up from the back. I don't know where I was exactly, but
Yeah, we can probably see you coming through like this corner, diving the hell out of it right
right
there.
there,
Oh yeah, you've already moved up like 15 dudes back.
yeah. So, and I kept moving up a little bit more the rest of that first lap,
There you go.
which, yeah, sent me
What
good
was
there.
what was your yeah, what was your strategy going into first lap to make as many positions up as possible?
Yeah, I wasn't full tilt trying to make up positions because it was really hot and I knew that I needed to save something or I would be completely toast later in the race, which I kind of was anyway. Despite I felt like I was holding back, but yeah, the heat really got to me later on.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
making up positions when everything is really compacted at the beginning is a lot easier than having to close a few second gap between each rider that you pass
So
later on in the race.
we're like second lap in here. Still, it's stringing out, but you're still like picking your way through riders. How are you feeling going into the second lap? Has it started to burn yet, or still feeling good?
Yeah, I still felt pretty good here, and I was giving myself, well, right here I'm making a pass, but
Yeah.
I was kind of trying to hold that group in front of us right here in sight and then think about chasing them down the next lap. That was my mindset at this point, although I never really found the next gear to start making that chase happen.
Yeah, it's hard those first few races, just like getting in the groove of things. You can see that front group. I mean, they've been riding cross for months at this point, but there's a little gap to this next group, and then you're gonna be what right behind this group of like Drew Dillman.
Totally. Yeah. I saw Drew up there and a couple other guys who I knew like on the road. I think
Yeah, Drew.
I'm on par with, or had some successes
Yeah,
against
Cade,
this
nice and steady,
road
buddy.
season. So I was
Keep
like,
it rolling.
I think that's doable, but just didn't quite have it today.
Where were you like bringing gaps back the most?
Uh,
Flat sections, like pavement. There's not a lot of pavement, but
yeah,
where was time coming back?
yeah, on the
And we won't down this way.
more of the power sections, I think I was losing time
Keep
in the
pushing,
corners
buddy.
today. I think I
Keep
was
pushing.
over braking a lot. The first, well, the side of the course that the first section is on and the last section is on, I felt a lot more confident on than the whole other side of the
Yeah,
course. I think it
Cade,
was a
rip
little bit more
it.
grassy, so a little bit more grip, and I think I was taking the corners a lot faster. I was trusting
Yeah,
myself
go,
a lot
Cade.
more there.
Go, 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 go,
Uh,
go.
so I think I
Push
was making
it.
up good time on that whole section, and it was more of a power
Yeah,
section, and then
Cade.
losing
Go, 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 go.
time on the other side of the course.
Nice. You switched
Thanks for
between
working on the
tires
course.
like in the middle of the race. You went from file tread
Go,
to intermediate. You were
Cade.
saying they felt different. What was the
Go.
sensations with
Run
those?
up those
Yeah, I
stairs.
switched to get a
Front
bottle because I had a
forest.
bottle on my pit bike, and I actually felt really good on the intermediates that was on the B bike, and I
Yeah,
switched back
Cade.
almost just
Got
because
hay.
I was like, well, I should start on this bike. I think it's fast. I made that decision because I thought it was the faster bike for the day,
Get off your bike there,
and then
stairs.
after switching,
No.
I kind of regretted it, but the pits were also costing me, I don't know, 3 or 4 or 5 seconds
Yeah, Cade.
probably. So I decided not to make another
Fast
exchange
on gas.
after switching back onto the A
Oh,
bike.
that's the turn. Man, Emily
But I
always
think the
hates that
intermediates
turn.
were, I was, I felt more confident on them
Yeah,
than I did on
yeah,
the file
yeah.
treads.
Go,
Yeah, we
go,
were
go.
running
Oh, it's
Vittoria
close.
mixes, and these are
No.
Vittoria drives on your A bike here, but
I still
yeah, they're
got it.
both
Still got
pretty
it.
fast and good on the grass stuff. How was the water for
Yeah,
you?
Cade.
The water
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah,
good.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
water
The
was.
sprays were clutch.
So you're coming through like last lap here. Nobody's really coming behind you. What are you thinking last lap?
Yeah, I got passed right before the start of the last lap, and I tried to stick with that guy, uh, and
Yeah,
just did not
buddy.
have it. And then I knew I was the last rider still on the lead lap, and so I had no time limit to finish, and I just kind of rolled it in.
Just roll her on in. Well, for first cross race in 4 years, not too bad, buddy.
Yeah, not too shabby. Happy with it, but definitely hungry for more.
Well done. See you guys. Results for men's race. Loris Roulier first, Anton Ferdinand second, and then Andrew Strohmeyer in third place. Cade ended up getting 22nd.